We're Ryan and Abby, and this is Lost Among Locals. We decided at the beginning of 2020 to quit our jobs and go travel the world. Amazing timing, right? But anyway, even though COVID has turned the world upside down and been a giant turd, we've been able to find some excellent adventures and meet some amazing people. So follow along with us as we get lost among the locals, looking for the best traditions, the most authentic food, and meeting the world's most amazing people. Let's go! Alright guys, so we wanted to start this video with a little disclaimer. We had intended to present 2 more videos on Mexico to you guys. One on Oaxaca City and one on Mexico City. But as we got to looking at the footage, we realized that we spent a lot of time with our friend Kristen in Mexico City, and we just didn't really film that much. And also, with it being a bigger city, there were more COVID restrictions in play and a lot more things were closed.
Yes.
So, and with it being a big city, there were a few things that we could not film. They wouldn't let us film in the city. So, but we did want to say that we loved both of those cities. Oaxaca is a mecca for original Mexican culture. It has great food, probably one of the most ornate cathedrals we've ever seen anywhere in the world.
Crazy.
It is worth a couple days to stop in Oaxaca City.
And so then we moved on after Oaxaca. We went to Mexico City, and
Blew my mind.
it was amazing. It was super clean. I mean, it was
For a mega city, man.
The architecture was awesome. We saw went to lots of cathedrals. Ate some great food. There was a place where we got all the treats, the panderia.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my
Probably
goodness!
One of the biggest, most beautiful bakeries I've ever seen in the world. It's been there
crazy.
since like the 40s or 50s. And that's the one thing that I regret not showing you guys. It was 3 stories of the most beautiful baked goods you've ever seen in your life. And unlike the rest of Mexico, everything we got there was
amazing.
Top notch, like up with France kind of bakery. Amazing.
And we had other things planned to do around Mexico City, but unfortunately while we were there, Abby got sick. And so we couldn't risk taking a long car ride out or anything like that. So we just kind of stayed in Mexico City and did what we could.
So as Americans, we've been told, one thing about Mexico City. That it's dangerous and it's dirty. That's pretty much all we knew. For a mega city, I would say it's one of the cleanest ones I've ever been to. For 28 plus million people, I mean, it's a huge, humongous city, and it was absolutely beautiful in most areas. Now, are there streets you don't go down? Yes. Are there places you don't go at night as a foreigner and by yourself?
Yes.
Yeah, but you don't do that in Little Rock. I mean, come on. Which is a tiny city in Arkansas, by the way, those of you who aren't from Arkansas. So yeah, I mean, it's just like any other city. You know where you're at and know where you should go. But Reforma area, stunning. Beautiful cathedrals, amazing museums, every kind of food you can possibly imagine, and good food.
The food was good,
and you know what? Most of the city we felt perfectly safe walking around in. And beautiful green park areas. Was really impressed with the park areas. The green city. So yeah, it's a big, beautiful, modern city. And you should go there. You should check it off your list.
Go check it out.
Now that we talked about all that, we're not going to show you any of it. So, should we tell them where we are?
Yes. We are now in Costa Rica.
In Costa Rica. Costa Rica is a place that I have visited before. I was excited to come back here. It's an absolutely beautiful country. And now we're going to show you how we got here. Oh, Davis. What did you do? Okay guys, so believe it or not, all of this mess is going to make it into our 2 carry-ons and our 2 personal items. We're gonna do it. And we're gonna show you guys a few little tricks as we go, or how we do it.
So tip number 1, you have these thick socks or long socks. These are my hiking ones. You shove them inside of your boots that are in there. It saves a little bit of room.
Did it.
unlikely, but if cabin pressure changes, the panels inside the lavatories and above your seat will open, revealing oxygen masks. If this happens, reach up and pull the mask towards you until...
We made it, guys. We tired. Okay, so we actually landed without any kind of problems in Costa Rica a couple of hours ago. It is now almost 1 o'clock in the morning. We landed at what, like 10?
10:30.
10:30. It took us like an hour to get through customs and immigration. There are a ton of people traveling to Costa Rica right now, so it's busy. Or all our flights just landed at the same time, not really sure. I think both maybe. So then we had probably the worst time we've ever had trying to get public transit or close to it. No one wanted to take us to our Airbnb because it was so close to the airport. Everybody was looking for those long haul big bucks tonight, and literally no taxi would take us. Uber couldn't pick us up from where we were at this time of night, and so we had to get on a shared shuttle. Then at the last minute, one of the girls decided not to take the shuttle, and he got mad and kicked all of us off the shuttle and just like threw our bags on the curb. So then we had to wait like another 30 minutes to catch another shared shuttle with a whole bunch of other people. But anyway, Maurice was awesome. Maurice got us on his big orange shuttle, got us straight to our Airbnb. He's been a taxi driver for like 34 years, he said. He was awesome. Thanks, Maurice. You're amazing. Maxi Taxi, you are not amazing. You're a giant turd. And you don't just kick people off shuttles, throw their bags in the street, and then just walk away and say, I can't help you, walk away. Not cool, Maxi Taxi. Not cool. Alright guys, so we have had quite the morning.
Yes.
We had a nice little stay last night in Alajuela at the Airbnb, so got up this morning. Didn't do enough planning. Time got away from us. But anyway, we made it to town after a long walk uphill with all our bags, so we are sweating already. Welcome back to the Costa Rica humidity. But hey, it's lovely. It was cold at home, so it's good. So made it there.
Bought a SIM card for the phone.
Yeah, we kind of had to because we only had big bills and we couldn't get on the bus.
Yeah.
Bus driver would let us on. So found the bus station, went and bought a cell phone after a couple stops, and got that all taken care of. So we basically have a 5 gigabyte plan with unlimited social media for 30 days, and it was about $13 US.
Somewhere around there.
So here in the San Pedro area, there's a farmer's market on the weekend, we believe, from Saturday and Sunday until 1 p.m. So we're gonna head down and see what they've got. We need some food for breakfast and lunch for the week. We're pretty much gonna be holed up working this week, so we don't wanna eat out a lot. We wanna find some good, healthy food since we're gonna be sitting around. So we're gonna go see what we can find.
Para la foto.
They're beautiful for photos, he said.
Yeah, very good, yeah.
Okay guys, so if you are in the farmer's market in San Jose, it's open on Saturday and Sunday till 1 p.m. Sarah over here has a beautiful farm. He gave me 3 strawberries. Okay guys, so that was a beautiful little farmer's market. Lots of friendly vendors. Met a couple of people there. So we got a whole 3 bags worth of food, enough to feed us the rest of the week easily. Lots of fresh fruit and vegetables and some eggs. It was about $12, but part of that, a few dollars of that was feed a homeless person. So probably around $9 we got enough food for the whole week, so yay! Oh hey there, random lost among locals travel tip. We do not use this one all the time, but it is something to consider, especially if you're traveling as a couple or by yourself. Consider staying in a hostel. There are a few reasons why. That word is scary to some of you. Don't flip out. A hostel used to be like just a dorm room. You're basically gonna get a bunk bed and shared everything, but that's not so much the case anymore. Our hostel here that we're staying in this week, we are hunkered down to do a whole bunch of work here in San Jose, and our hostel does have a private room and bathroom, and honestly, we pretty much have this kitchen to ourselves too, because we're the only people on this side. So, great things about a hostel. Number one, there's always a communal living area. So you might have games, you're gonna have TV, you're gonna have a place to sit, usually inside and outside. There's usually a lot of different areas to sit. So when you get bored working one place, you just hop your little happy self over to another place and sit down in a hammock and work some more. So that's great. Number two, there's usually multiple Wi-Fi routers. So Brian can be in one room uploading or teaching, and I can be in another room uploading a YouTube video. No problem, that works out great. Number three, there's always a kitchen. So you can buy your own food at the market, you can eat healthy, and you can eat cheap and save tons of money. This hostel actually has 2 kitchens, so super awesome. And they're usually well-equipped, well-stocked kitchens, so that's great. Number 4, what are we on, 4? Sure, 4. Breakfast is almost always included, and if it's not included, it's for a very nominal fee. Ours is included here, and it's pancakes, fruit, and coffee. There's usually also coffee and tea available pretty much all day long, so super great. What did I miss?
Get to meet people.
Oh yeah, you get to meet tons of people in the hostel. Because again, communal areas, and so they're really, really great. Right now during COVID, there's not a lot of people out and about, and we don't have a ton of people staying here with us. I think there's only one other person, but still we've gotten to know our host, and it's a beautiful little place, so really great. Are they fancy? No, they are not fancy. But they do have everything that you need. They're usually a pretty good price, but just double check, because for a couple, if you're traveling by yourself, hostel's the way to go. Absolutely, especially if you don't have a lot of equipment, you don't have to worry about stuff, you know, being in a communal area. Get you a bunk bed in a hostel. You can pay like $4 or $5 for it in certain places, so definitely the way to go. If you're a couple and you want a private room, sometimes you're better off with an Airbnb or a hotel, because you can get those for the same price. But in this particular instance, we scored with a hostel, and we're loving it. Oh, hey, look, guys. I'm ready to go again. Been wandering around the hostel for 10 minutes, just carrying my purse. Finally come back to find this guy. Having a snack.
Need a snack.
But, I mean, is anyone surprised at this point? No, we're not surprised. You guys have learned about Davis by now. Just want y'all to see this. Like, I have no idea what he's doing in there. Oh, going back. Coming out. Let's see if it's for real. Or if we're just gonna go back in a second. Mm-hmm. Did you lock the door? Are you sure? Mm-hmm. Are you ready? Mm-hmm. Are you sure? Mm-hmm. Like for real, for real?
For real, for real. I believe I can fly.
Wow.
I believe I can touch the sky.
Guys, he's lost it. He's lost it. He's been behind a computer for too long. I let him out in the street today, and this is how he behaves.